Welcome to Lanmoutarot. This is a general reading for Taurus Sun Moon Rising for the third week of September 2019. We are using the After Tarot for the main reading, and we have the ViceVersa tarot deck for any clarifications if needed. We are doing things a little bit differently, Taurus. I realized that there were so many different alternate storylines coming for the last sets of readings that we did, so we're going to do that today. We're going to do two alternate possibilities. Okay, we'll start with the situation that you may be dealing with for those of you that this message resonate with, and then we'll give you two different possibilities. And if the message does not resonate with you, it's okay. This is a general energy we are reading here. Just come back next week. Maybe it will, or contact me for a personal reading that you can get some clarity on your specific situation. lanmoutarot@gmail.com. There's information in the description box. Okay, folks? Okay. Let's ground ourselves here. All right, Spirit, message guidance for Taurus, message guidance for Taurus, message guidance for Taurus, message guidance for Taurus, message guidance for Taurus. All right, I'm cutting the cards. And here you have your situation, Taurus. Whoa, love. Let me pull it closer so you guys can see. This is the Two of Cups. A full embrace is happening here, okay? I hope you guys can see the cards clearly. And we have the first one. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful. This time is on your side here. The Chariot, success is here for you, okay? If there's a situation for you, Taurus, where you are not, there was a lot of arguments, there was a lot of back and forth, there was like a lot of ego at play here, where everyone was over talking each other. Everyone felt like they needed to have their say, they needed to show who's the alpha dog, to prove themselves or whatnot. They needed to challenge you. There was challenges, whether it's other people on the outside, you know, that were butting into your relationship, that had a lot of comments, perhaps even gossips. It's almost like all of a sudden it's going to quiet down. Perhaps I shouldn't say all of a sudden, because we have the wheel of time here. It's like it is time. Like the wheel's turning, and it's almost it's like everyone's gonna find their proper path, if you will. Okay, we have the Chariot here in the middle. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This is luck. This is timing. This is like the universe saying, like, it is time for the change. It is time for this union to come to be realized. And the Chariot, it's success. Okay, with the Chariot, especially for those of you Taurus that is dealing here with a Cancer, or someone who have Cancer on their chart. This movement is going to start happening here, and everyone is gonna choose their sides. Perhaps people are gonna choose which way they want to go, and there is travel happening here as well for some of you, okay? Especially if the argument was about separation, people being far away from each other, or making decisions, life decisions, heavy, important decision as far as where are we going to live, you know, or career, like, you know, the home life, even how's the home going to be, what kind of home do we want to live in, and all of this. It's almost like someone's finally, we're gonna be able to really communicate, to hear each other out. We're gonna come to have a system to know whose voice is being heard right now, and to give them the floor to fully express themselves, okay? Those people that need to be heard. And here we have wow, we have Justice, major energy for you here, okay, in regards to love situation, Taurus. And we have Justice cards here, the card of Libra that came out for you. So there's a balancing of karma here happening for you. We have the Three of Pentacles, about a partnership, especially for those of you, if this is partnership, there's a three-party situation here. The scale's gonna be balanced. Someone's gonna be taken out. One remains. It's almost like that third-party person is gonna turn into stone. That's how fast it's gonna. They're gonna move. Like, it's gonna happen so fast. It's like they're in the middle of walking, perhaps towards your person, and they're just gonna turn into stones. That's, I don't know why, that image of that figure here, of that statue. That's what's coming through here. Okay, and here's your last card. We have the Seven of Pentacles. So the work is not done yet. You're gonna to you will have to keep at it, okay? And oh, beautiful, Page of Cups is at the bottom of the deck for you, Taurus. The love is still here, right? The love is still here. Someone cannot contain themselves, okay? There may be an apology there as well. It's almost like someone's gonna finally just express themselves to you, that they can't hold on to it anymore. And I pulled that Page of Swords. It's the Six of Wands that's underneath. I pulled the Six of Wands. It's the Nine of Cups that's underneath. Do you understand, Taurus? Success is guaranteed here. Success is guaranteed no matter which path you take. Spirit is intervening regardless. We have the Wheel of Fortune and Justice. Two alternate possibilities. Wheel of Fortune, it's time. It's time. Okay? The wheel is turning. It is time. Luck is coming here. Spirit is intervening to say this union needs to happen, like right now in the 3D world. It needs to come together right now, and people are gonna need to start listening to each other, to start hearing each other out. Travel will happen for a lot of you in regards to this to this union here, but there's gonna be a lot of communication, but peaceful, really deep communication, okay, where people are really gonna hear each other out. The ego's battle is going to come to an end. Or for some of you, it will very well be that the karmic scales are gonna start balancing, especially that for those of you who were in a karmic situation, or your person was involved in a karmic situation and there was another person involved. That's what was causing the imbalance, okay? There was and for some of you, it may not be another person that was involved. It may very well be that it was a job or career that was in the way of that relationship to come together, because that third party that I see as a stone coming to a stone here, it seems like he's in the middle of doing the work, okay? He's in the middle of carrying like the stones, and he himself is turning into stones here, into a statue almost. That's the imagery that they're giving me. So it's almost like the work itself will come to a full stop, like quite sudden stop. It will freeze in the middle of it, and there's gonna be that one man standing. So this is like the karma balancing itself out for that person to find balance between work and play here, because there's been a lot of work. Okay, that's what they've been focusing on for some of you. Like where like the Seven of Pentacles is a card of like taking stock of where you are. You've watered the plants, you've planted the seeds, you've watered the seeds, you're watching the plant grow, and the work needs to keep going. Like there's a sense of sometimes of not boredom, but almost kind of like discouragement with the Seven of Pentacles. But here we don't see that. We see that man, he can clearly see the fruits of his labor. He can really see the fruits like hanging on that tree. As a matter of fact, not just the work is not done yet, but he's satisfied enough where he feels like he can pick one of those pentacles at the end of the workday to go home with, okay? Someone here was invested heavily in work. Suddenly is gonna look around and realize and be like, I've created enough, right? I can see the fruit of my labor. I can see the rewards. I can take a little bit home to enjoy with my loved ones, because what I've been doing, it's not just for me. It was for the benefit of my household, of my partner, of my community, or whatever it is. And in this case here, this is clearly a love situation. This is like a Two of Cups, a union here, harmony, right? And this is like I can bring some home to share with my partner here. I don't have to stay here and look at that tree growing and look at all these fruits and just keep staring at it, waiting for the rewards to come. There it is. I can see it. I can stock of it. I can take stock of it. There's 7 here. I can take one home. It's okay. So for a lot of you, it was about ego battle. For a lot of you, it might have been because there were distance between the two of you, a home situation that wasn't completely settled. There was like ego battles, and this is going to come to an end here. People are going to start hearing each other. Like the communication is going to improve greatly. And if there are other people butting into your relationship, the two of you are going to come to an understanding, to hear each other out, to know whose voice is important right now to be heard, who has a say into your relationship. And for the other set of Tauruses here, that the other possibility here is there are some of you, karma is going to step in, justice, fairness, balance is going to step in. And yes, you may be dealing with a Libra as well, but in regards to a situation, a love situation that involves a third party, and that third party could have been another person, or that third party could have been a work situation where someone was too invested in work and not playing enough, not spending enough time at home, not giving you the time of day, and they're going to finally look up and realize like, okay, I've done enough, work is doing well, I've invested enough in my career, I need to bring some of that rewards back home, I need to now share some of this goodwill at home, I need to spend more time at home. And yes, there is a declaration of love here, there's some kind of communication that will come through, and for some of you, that Page of Cups here, and perhaps even an apology, and an apology that's just gonna come out. For some of you, just gonna jump out of that person. It's going to be almost out of character for that person, okay, to express themselves that way. You're not going to some of you, you might expect it, but for some of you, you know, you're not going to expect it, because this isn't gonna be completely out of character for that person. Look how the fish is just jumping out of the water here, okay? He's even surprising himself. And here comes the Hierophant. This is your energy here, Taurus. It just flew out and fell in the Justice card, okay? This is you. For some of you, it's you that's been doing that. It's you that's gonna bring in that justice into that relationship, that's gonna bring in that balance and sense of fairness into that relationship. And yes, for some of you, this is indeed this is a situation that involves a marriage here. And for some people, it may be very well that you're dealing with someone who either was divorced or is going through a divorce, and that was creating trouble as well in the situation, because they're in the midst of it. Because what you are looking for is for a commitment, but that person was already attached. That person was karma has not been settled with someone else, and that's what's being worked on right now, okay? And I'm going to get some clarification on that Three of Pentacles for you. And for some Tauruses here, the justice, the fairness that's going to come towards you has to do with a real commitment from that person. That person is going to finally commit to you in the way that you've been expecting or hoping and praying and manifesting. Oh, okay. So this is the Six of Wands. This is the card that was right here. I saw it there. It was peeking out, so I knew it wanted to come out. So there you go. There she is right there. Under victory will come to be. Right? You will get your victory over that three-party situation. You will get your victory. And it's not a victory about ego or someone showing off after, you know, walking in town. No, this is a real victory that was earned after a battle, okay? You really stood your ground here. You really went to war here for that relationship. You really fought hard for that relationship, and you will get recognition for that. You will get rewarded for that, all that hard work. Not just from your person, but also from spirit, because their spirit is stepping in here very quite heavily with this major arcana for you, Taurus, okay? And there you go. And here's your new beginning, okay? This is the Ace of Pentacles here on that Seven of Pentacles. This is what you get at the end of it. At the end of it, okay? When you realize finally, okay, this is my person, and they deserve just as much as my work, or just as much as that other relationship, or I shouldn't be taking away from them to give to another. You're gonna start that new beginning with them, okay? It's gonna be a new way of connecting with that person. And yes, for some of you, this is the ring here. You're going to offer the ring. It's almost like they're going to that beautiful park, and here comes the ring. Someone here might be getting proposed to for some of you Tauruses. And I feel like it's going to come out of nowhere, like it's going to fall out of the skies. And I feel like for some of you, I'm going to get a clarification on that Chariot for you, Taurus. Clarification on the Chariot for the first possibility for Taurus spirit. Clarification on the Chariot for Taurus. Okay. And this is the Five of Swords, and this is a sense of like moving away, right? The Chariot is about movement, travel, away from trouble, away from where there was conflict, okay? With that Five of Swords, and such a dark Five of Swords too. And you can see the man walking away. Let me pull it up again. Sometimes I don't hold it long enough. You can see one man walking away here, like a lot of times you see with that Five of Swords. So this is like a moving away from conflict. That travel here is gonna be moving away from what no longer serves you, whatever brought trouble into a relationship. You're just gonna leave that behind. You're gonna make an option, a choice to just move away from that. I'm not gonna take this little stack. We're gonna shuffle some more. We're gonna get some clarification on that Five of Wands for you. Clarification on the Five of Wands for Taurus spirit. Okay. Queen of Pentacles. Grounded energy. Ultimate nurturer, the mother, right? The Queen of Pentacles is very resourceful. She's very wealthy, but it's wealth because she knows how to use the resources, the natural resources around her to create that wealth, to create that abundance, okay? To nurture other people. So this is what's going to happen in a situation where people were into their ego. I feel like there's gonna be a slowdown of the energy. There's going to be a way of connecting in a real way with each other, in a more nurturing way, to really listen out, like, right? That's what the mother do. They pay attention, they listen to the kids talking. Okay, even when they're saying it doesn't make sense, but you kind of like, okay, I'll humor you. Okay, so it's almost like you're going to really connect with someone on another level here. And we have the Three of Swords on top of the deck, and at the bottom here we have the Ten of Pentacles. So this is kind of like winning. This is like the legacy. This is a family legacy, winning over any kind of heartbreak that might have been. This is almost like when someone, especially if this was an existing marriage and someone step out of their marriage and they had a lover, this is like the family, like this is that unit, this is the legacy, this is like the established marriage, right? The legal marriage, the one that the families are connected, the one that has lasted, that has gone against a test of time. Okay, this is what stand against of that third party situation here. This is like a big win for what is right. Okay, so whichever possibility that you go there, Taurus, the universe is stepping in, and there's gonna be victory at the end for you. Someone is gonna come clean, whether it was an ego battle, it was miscommunication, or it was overworking and third party situation. There's going to be a balancing of the scales, because the wheel is turning and karma is here. There's a commitment, a higher level of commitment happening here, okay? And people are going to start being a bit more nurturing and really take the time to listen to each other in this relationship here. This is the Whispers of Love Women's Oracle deck. Let's get some women's advice. Messages for Taurus, Spirit. Messages for Taurus. I don't know, I feel like I'm talking super fast today, but it's like I can't even hear myself. The messages are just pouring out. So I hope you guys, the message is coming clearly enough for you guys to hear. Number 19 at the bottom of the deck. And it says, express love through gifts. A small token of love can convey great appreciation. A small token of love. So for some of you, as you're trying to make amends here, that person you may need to do a little bit more. And for some of you, it might be the ring, okay? For some of you, it just may be bringing some bacon at home. Start participating and contributing and just showing that you care, like with little things. Like at the end of the day, you stop by and get, I don't know, some flowers. You get some bread, like some of the staples that you know that the household needs. There's gonna be really a real way of connecting. There's gonna be a real connection in that relationship, or a new sense of warmth, and like, we in this together. I understand you. You don't have to say everything. I can see it, and then you want to please the other person. And I get that with that Queen of Pentacles very heavily, and this card is again pronouncing the same thing. And here you have number 44, and it says, get to know each other, learn to meet get to meet another's need for love. Listen to this. Get to meet another's need for love. Yes, get to know each other. And by getting to know each other, the best thing you can do is to listen to each other, understanding what's important to the other person. And that's what's going to start happening here in this relationship. And it's going to make a world of a difference, okay? People are going to start really thinking, okay, this is about us, the two of us. No matter what anyone else is saying, this is about us. And they're really going to start really connecting and sharing. I love this. The home, the legacy here, the family legacy will stand. That's what's going to win. Taurus, if you happen to be the person that is the third party, let's say this is a lover, you're the lover, just know this is not gonna go your way. But I don't get this here. This is not, because this is your reading, and it starts with the Two of Cups. It starts with the Union. So I don't even feel the need to say that, really, because this is what I'm getting here. This is about you getting your fair, your justice. Yeah. but it come again, and it's coming again. So for a couple of you, it may be the case that you actually are in love with someone that's not yours. Just know that that person is going to choose that the family legacy. That's what they're gonna choose. That's what's going to remain. Okay, that's what's going to survive here. At the bottom of the deck, we have number 24, adjacent possibilities. So yes, we have different possibilities here, different paths that this relationship, this connection can go through. But having this first two cards about the situation being major arcana, I feel like it's not even up to you. Okay, Taurus, I feel like spirit is going to guide you, is going to push you in which way that you need to go. Okay, number 32 is the card, and here we have number 24, adjacent possibility, which is a 6, and then we have number 32 here, which is a number 5, that draws to a 5, door to spirit. And what I'm getting here is to bring, I'm going to get that from the book for you. Okay, I feel like for some of you, you're going to get closer to your own spiritual, your own inner spiritual side, your spiritual guides, if you will. And here it says spiritual awakenings and new beginnings. No joke. Yes, indeed. Okay, this door opens onto the expansive energetic realm where all new beginnings originate. The orbs of light are guiding you through the clouds of the earthly world, leading you to a deeper understanding of your eternal identity, the source of all true value and power. This door opens onto truly unlimited potential for the changes that happen here, rip deep into the core of your being. As such, this card often heralds your increasing powers in the spiritual arts and a deepening connection with the spirit world. Don't be surprised if you find yourself becoming more intuitive, more aware of spirit's presence, or more powerful in your own healing practices. Now is the time to open up to the unexpected guidance and inspiration of spirit and to the magic and power of your true identity. Magic and power of your true identity. The door to spirit. That is your card. You are in a spiritual awakening, and having the justice card here, karma is on your side. The wheel of fortune is on your side. And I feel like once you start going to a spiritual awakening, you start seeing things not just with your physical eyes, but with your mind's eye, and you start following your intuition. You start tapping into that deep intuition, that deep inner knowing. Things become clearer. The paths become clearer. The choices become a little bit more stark, right? Like which way to follow. Like there's the cloudiness kind of like starts to dissipate, if you will. And I feel like for some of you, that's what's happening here. You're finding your groove, Taurus. You're finding your groove. You're understanding you don't have to fight your way through this relationship, through this union. You're understanding that you can be your own nurturing self that you are. You can keep on nurturing. You can keep on giving the love. And because what is yours is yours. And what is yours here is a victory you're about to receive, and a commitment for some of you, okay? A new offer, a new way of connecting with each other, and apologies coming towards some of you. And that's the sacrifices that you made for this relationship, especially for this relationship that involves children, that is going to pay off at the end, okay? And it will be all worth it. And I hope that this message brings some insights into your situation. And if you would like to show support, like, comment, subscribe, and share it with anyone else that may benefit from it. Come back next week for the next set of reading. I'm sending you so much love during this time. And remember, as always, love is the only answer. Bye.